Hi, Libras. So it's your birthday season. I wanted to take the opportunity to thank you guys very much for all the subscriptions. I have been traveling, and of course I got a cold while I was traveling because of my luck going on vacation and getting some work done. And of course I get a cold because just, stretch yourself too thin sometimes. But I really wanted to do your reading because we are coming into your season. The sun will be coming into Libra, and it's a time of balance. All of the things that happen this summer, and I'm not going to talk about the solar eclipse because I think it's kind of like everybody's kind of sick of talking about the solar eclipse. But yeah, the energies of this summer and kind of like contemplating all the way up until that time in August, and then all of these changes are now happening. And we went through Virgo season, working through all of that discernment, and Mercury finally going retrograde, and it went into like full direct out of its shadow period on the 19th of September. So things are like a go, go, go now. Like there are so many people that are like, okay, well, I'm tired of sitting around. Like, let's just get it done now. And Libra is telling you, all right, we know that you want to go, but we have to have balance within ourselves, within our community, within the people that we love. So Libra really brings a lot of purpose to our lives. We're coming into harvest season. Virgo brings us into harvest season. And what we have grown throughout the spring and the summer, what started in Aries, is now starting to come to fruition. And Libra is here to balance out all of those properties, right? So I'm a Libra rising, and which is the rising sign is the mask that you show the world, the outside mask. And sometimes I don't like to admit that I'm a Libra rising. And there are some personal reasons behind that. I was with a Libra for a very long time. And his personality and my personality, I mean, it was really great for a while, but then it just started to clash, because I'm the one that's like, okay, we need to analyze this and think about it. And he's like, no, this is the rational way, let's go. And so I've learned a lot about coming into that rising sense, that rational sense, that, taking in everything that Virgo analyzes in me and saying, okay, I don't have to like sit here and try to, do the pros and cons of each road. I just need to go. Like, I just need to have that tunnel vision, that direct vision. So I like really appreciate that about my Libra rising. And I've had to like learn that about myself because I had such a poor aspect to it for so long. And you guys are like, some of the smartest people I know. Man, Libras are so smart. It's like they can just do something. Like, you show them once and they can do it. And Virgos are like that in some ways, but Virgos like analyze it before they do it, right? So I kind of want to see, like, where are we right now? It's the end of September 22nd. And so where are Libras right now? Like the general energy that they're sitting in today. I have to tell you, I tried to do this reading yesterday, and apparently it wasn't the right time because my computer just shut off, and which is funny because, Mercury is direct and I'm still having computer problems. So I tried to do it yesterday, shut off, and then I lost the file. So obviously it wasn't the right time to do it. So now I'm feeling a lot better about it. So we got the World card, which is a great card. This is the completion of a cycle, which makes a lot of sense. You guys are coming into a balance. I think that Libras had a really hard time this summer with trying to discern everything. We also got the King of Swords. So this is you. You are very rational. You are very tunnel visioned, and it's not in a bad way. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, that's where you're going to go, and that's what you're going to do. You're not going to like sit in your thoughts, you know, like, this is what I want. I'm going to finish the paperwork. I'm going to finish this job. I'm going to, you know, but I think Libra had a really hard time during the Cancerian energy, and then like moving throughout the summer, and because everybody was so forced to sit within themselves, and then the lunar eclipse came, and like Libras are like, you know, I have no time for this. Like, I just don't. I just want to live my life, and all of this cosmic shit is going on, and I just don't have time for it, right? And so they were forced to, and now it's like balance time. They're like, yeah, it's my season. Everybody else gets to figure out all this stuff that they did throughout the summer, but I already know. I'm going to balance out. That's good. So you guys are coming to the end of a cycle. Yay! Everything that was planted in Aries is coming to fruition, and you guys are going to balance out the energies. And the people that realized what does not serve them, you're going to be like, okay, so you're realizing that. What are you going to do with it? You need to have a rational stance. Like, stop being so wishy-washy. Stop being such a Virgo. Stop thinking about it so much. Get out of your head, right? So now we know what the general energy is. Let's see what's going to happen moving into October. So this will be October 1st through the 15th. And I mean, you guys have been a really great support to me, and I really appreciate it, because this is like something that was like, it's just awesome. I'm so glad I'm able to do this. And I am working on a couple of personal readings, but I felt so strongly that I needed to do this today, this morning. We have the Page of Pentacles. So this is kind of like a brand new offering, and it's of a material status. So you could be looking into maybe starting a company, or maybe getting a new position in your company. But this is like the very beginning stages, and you are really wanting to see the fruits of that already, which is a great balance to have, especially if you know you're coming to the end of a cycle, right? So as all the planets transit into, because we've got a lot of stuff going on, so everything transits into Libra, everybody's going to be asked, you know, this purpose that you have, let's do it. Let's just do it. So we have the Emperor. The Emperor is a man of power. The Emperor is a man who symbolizes status. He is very straightforward. It's so funny. This reading is already turning out like the one I did yesterday. That's so amazing. Like, yay. I'm so glad, because it was good. The Emperor is authority. This could be your boss. This could be the job that you're wanting. You want to have that position of power in your job, or you want to be your own boss. And, you know, so these brand new. We also have the Page of Swords. So yeah, you guys are taking on this. I've thought, and you already want to put it into fruition. Total Libra energy right there, because you're going to start this thought, and right when you start the thought, you're going to do it. It's like, but you're not going to do it in like a fire way. Like, you're not going to do it in a Sagittarius way. I have this thought, I'm going to do it, but, you know, I don't have all the pieces put together. Libras just automatically have the pieces put together. They thought about it before they thought about it, basically. And speaking of fire energy, good Lord, we have the King of Wands. And the Emperor is a fire energy. So you are taking on that fire energy, but you're thinking about it too. Like, you're being very rational about it. The King of Wands is a doer. This could be a person in your life. This could be a fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, or, oh my gosh, I always do that. Aries. Good Lord, I even have said Aries like 6 times already. So maybe you are working with a fire sign with this thought that you want to make tangible, you know, and I don't feel like it's conflicting energy because I actually have the King of Swords and the King of Wands next to each other. And these can be like, you know, moon and rising as well. But if you're working with somebody, because we also have the Nine of Wands, which is a younger fire energy, but I kind of feel like that this is what you two are doing. Like, this is something, it's just going to happen. And the Kings can also be female. Like, that doesn't have to, I mean, general reading, right? So you guys have a thought. I mean, we have the Pages, Pentacles, and the Swords, and we have the King of Swords and the King of Wands. And then I feel like you guys are ready to just go. Like, let's do this. Let's get this company started. Let's get this, you know, phase of our life going. If it's in like a relationship and marriage or something like that, and you guys just want to go ahead and move forward just with something you've been talking about for a long time. And it seems like you guys have a lot of strength in this. Like, you've had to build that strength up to do it. You've had to get that collective, that collaboration together. And it's had to take a lot of patience, you know. This is the Sagittarius card. So if there's a Sag in your life, also that is helping you with this, and it's cool because this is Sagittarius, but these two chalices here are kind of unbalanced while they're pouring water in, which is not a Libra energy, but you can't have two scales and still pour water, like nutrition, within them because they're balanced, right, in the Libra Justice card. But in here, this Temperance card is saying, okay, well, we can imbalance a little bit just to, you know, bring this to fruition, right? I'm going to have to pause this really quick. Give me 1 second. Okay. So what I was actually thinking, like right before I press play again, is, you know, this Knight of Wands could be the Sagittarius. So we have an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. We have the King of Wands and the Emperor, which is we have Sagittarius, Aries. Oh, good Lord. And then we have the Knight of Wands, which is also Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So this could be like a person that is like really ready to go, like really, 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 really ready to go. And then there's, you know, another fire sign that comes in, or two, or it could all be the same energy. Like, I kind of feel like, because Leos are like, let's go, let's just do it. Like, I want to do it. I want to make everything beautiful. Let's do it. Right. So that could possibly be the Knight of Wands. Like, let's do this. But then Sagittarius comes in and they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, we need to have balance. You know, our Libra friend here is saying, we got to like heal some things, because Temperance is very healing. It's very spiritual. It's patience. It's acceptance. It's growing. It's nurturing. This is like your guardian angel. So Temperance is coming in and saying, okay, things are unbalanced right now. And we are now like working within the Libra energy, and we need to find balance. So if this is a collaboration, a project that you're working on, it seems very spiritual. With the Strength card, there's that infinity sign, which is destiny. It's, you know, a soulmate vision. You know, this woman, I love the Strength card because this woman is like taming the lion, you know, like you can be courageous within this. But it definitely like a cycle is starting again. Like you've come to the end of a cycle and it's starting again. Oh, that just flew right on out. But it looks like there may not, with the Four of Cups, there may not be a lot of emotions involved, or there were emotions involved. And now you're like, no, this is not, we're not going to go the emotional route. We're going to take the tunnel vision. We're going to use our minds instead of being emotional. Or somebody could have offered you, like given you a love offer, but you're just kind of like, no, I'm focused on my work. I'm focused on what I'm doing. I'm focused on how my life is going to be now. We have another king. There's a lot of really strong, powerful reigning energy in this spread. So there might be like a battle of power happening, you know? There might have been some very strong emotions between this power struggle is what I'm thinking. It's a power struggle because we have the three kings here. I just started singing that, we three kings of Orient. That's so funny. So either you guys are all like, okay, so the king in the middle, the king of wands here in the middle, let me see, I know they're upside down. The king of wands here in the middle is looking towards the king of swords. And he's almost like, all right, I see your vision, let's go. And then the king of pentacles over here is looking in the opposite direction, like, no, I'm not ready. The king of pentacles is very stable. He's grounded. It's almost like, I think of this as the Taurus card. You see there's the bull right here, and there's the bulls on his chair as well. And bulls are very fixed, and they want to go back to the beginning planning stages, even though these two kings feel like we've been planning this for some time. And the bull's like, not long enough. The king of pentacles is like, no, not long enough. I'm not taking this offer yet. I have things I need to complete. I have things I need to, you guys need to have patience with me because I'm not balanced yet. Right? So yeah, this, you know, but there's a completion and there's a completion and a beginning. The world, you know, we go into, it's a cyclical motion. And so I feel like the king of pentacles is like, with this four of cups is like, I know what you guys are offering me, but you need to just let me do what I need to do, which is a very Taurus bullish fixed thing. And that's really great to do, except for when the world is, you know, there's an ending of a cycle and the Eight of Wands comes in and says, we're going to push. And sometimes the bull needs to be pushed. Sometimes that red cape needs to be waved in front of the bull to be like, you know, let's go. It's time. You've been sitting long enough. Like, get off your little bullish ass and let's get moving. If I have to wave the red cape, I will. I don't care if I get charged. Because there are very strong energies. They're very power. And I don't feel like it's power hungry. Like, I don't feel like these people are trying to take from the other person. I feel like they're trying to nurture it with temperance and bring a balance into it. But definitely, yes, the King of Wands and the King of Swords are both doers, goers, action-oriented. So, if this might be like a company that you're starting together with two other people, or three if there's a Knight of Wands, but I kind of feel like that might be the energy of both the King of Swords and the King of Wands. But if this is a company that you're starting, yes, bullish fixed ways can be very frustrating. However, there is a purpose to them. Strategizing and bringing in the energy of temperance and patience, you know, bringing in that brand new idea energy. The Page of Pentacles can be very slow. The Page of Swords is actually slow. It's just a beginning. So if you take that bullish attitude from, I mean, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is take the advice of everybody. You know, as the King of Swords, take the advice of everybody. Start moving forward. The universe is going to take you the direction that you need to go, right? I mean, it's not like you really have control over that. So the King of Pentacles is saying, please have patience with me. I want to take this cup. I have these three cups in front of me, but I have something going on up here in the air that I'm not sure about, and it's keeping me unbalanced. But I think that the King of Pentacles, the earth energy in this, is ready to do it. He's ready to do it. And it's almost like, oops, sorry, there we go. It's almost like, yes, I'm still sitting here. I'm still sitting here. I'm ready to move forward. Ready to move forward. Maybe I need a shove or a light push. I know the Eight of Wands is a very fast energy, but if there's a light pushing, I think a lot of patience is needed here, because air signs and fire signs can be very pushy, is the nice way that I'm gonna put it. And trust me, I have air, fire, and earth as, you know, like Virgo is my sun, Libra is my rising, and Sagittarius is my moon. So I don't have any water. I have very little water in my birth chart. So I don't have a lot of water to tame all of that go-getter energy. But, and it's all either mutable or cardinal. It's pretty funny, actually. So yeah, sure, totally, okay. This totally makes sense to me now. And okay, so here we go. This Eight of Wands is moving from these two kings towards the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is like, nope, I need some time, yo. Just give me a little more time. Like, there's something that I'm forgetting. There's something that I need to wrap up within myself. And it's like the King of Pentacles is like, let me deal with my emotions. I have to deal with my emotions. Can you please just let me look at this in a new light before I'm pushed? Before I'm pushed off that ledge. Can you just give me a minute? Like, seriously, I feel like this person's like, come on, kids, I have a plan. Because with the Nine of Wands, he's done fighting. There is something, and it may even be with the Six of Pentacles, kind of a hierarchy, you know, like maybe the Pentacles person is really the earth energy. It doesn't have to be an earth sign. Like each of these, I really think the King of Swords is you, but you know, the fire, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles are, can be either any sign, just if they're taking on the qualities of that particular sign. Oops. So I feel like this earth sign, this King of Pentacles is on board with what's going on, but there's almost been like an injustice in his life. It's like he feels like he's had to kneel before authority before in the past, or he's had to give too much and people have asked too much to him. Maybe both energies, and they're done fighting. Like the head is bandaged, you know? Wands are a moving energy, and this guy is just like sitting there like, no, I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to fight within myself. I'm not going to fight with the outside world. I'm not going to fight. And he's almost like, dude, he's like, guys, I'm not going to fight with you. I got some things to work on. You know, this with the Eight of Cups, it's, a lot of people see this as the abandonment card. And I feel like you're leaving things behind you that did not serve you, that once gave you emotional fulfillment, but no longer fills your cup. And so this guy is going on a new path, and he's letting the moon, his intuition, guide him through it, but he's not running. He's not going fast. So I feel like there is a strong need for you guys in this collaboration with these individuals wanted to curse again, but I'm not going to. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can, but man, I have a sailor mouth. So I feel like there's a need for everybody to kind of stop. You know, how do we come to a place where we can continue our growth in this journey all together and not be so pushy about it and let some things die off? Because these energies from August will continue for 6 months to 2 years. And I know with air signs and fire signs are like, I am not waiting 2 years to get my business going. Like, it's not going to happen. If this person isn't on board, I'm doing it without him. Except you're not doing it without him, because this person ties this effort. You know, this person is helping begin a new cycle in life, right? So there needs to be a lot of strength. And slow down, man. Sorry. Oh. I would not. It's so funny. Normally I would not have done this. Feeling like, I even woke up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I know that I have this like huge desire to get the Libra reading done. Oh, so sorry. Okay. This is what I'm going to shuffle the cards, and we're going to look at the bottom of the deck, and we're going to see how we can tie all of these energies together. And how we can collaborate in a way that serves everyone. You know, if this is in your current job and you guys are working on a project together, and somebody's like, whoa. We got to turn around. I've had fights with this customer before, this client before. I'm not fighting with them anymore because they make me feel like crap every single time I do. And I got to walk away from those emotions for a minute before I walk into this meeting and try to offer them something, right? So we don't want, because I feel like this is something where all three parties are involved. And it is a spiritual journey with a strength card. It's a spiritual with the temperance card, you know, and so the power struggle needs to halt. Everybody's ideas need to be in order here. We can't have anybody turning their back on something that could be so good, right? Hey guys, if you want a personal reading, I have new different options for readings now. So they're not all just $45. Like you can do one question for $20, 2 questions for $30, and you know, stuff like that. So if you'd like to go to the About section, you can check that out. 10 of Wands. This has been a really long, hard road. And I feel like that should be right under the 8 of Wands. Because I feel like it's right in the middle of all of this. It's been a very long journey. Everybody has learned lessons. Some are still learning lessons. I think maybe everybody's, but it's been really, really hard. But I feel like maybe that this collaboration is the healing of it all. You know, this collaboration is the only way that everything can be healed. But sometimes we have to be patient with everybody else and not try to run away. I just noticed this, like looking at the King of Swords, looking at you guys. There's the end of a cycle, the beginning of a cycle with the world. And then there's the King of Swords. But this Knight of Wands is running away from the situation. And then we have the King of Wands here, who wants to make, he's kind of like the leader of it all with the Emperor. He's the leader of it all. This fire energy, he could be a Leo because of the Strength card. He's the one that has the tunnel vision, that wants to go, that wants to, there's this beginning idea, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. And there's been a power struggle, there's been a force in between these two, you guys over here, the fire energy, and then we have the earth energy, the fixed earth energy over here, who feels like this offer has come along, but he can't take it yet. He's ready for it with the Fool, and it's almost like he's being pushed from this energy, the air and the fire. And with the Ten of Swords, this guy, it's a completion card. This guy's holding, Ten of Wands. This guy's holding all of these wands, but he's still trudging along, man. It's like he's still working towards his goal. Still working. So this earth sign is saying, can you just give me some patience? I know you guys are ready to go. I got some things I got to walk away from. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of arguing about it. I'm done. Just give me a chance. And if you feel like this person's been like, give me a chance all summer long, it'll happen. There's the end of a cycle, right? You just got to remember not to run away. Because that's where you guys are right now. You guys are like, I'm done. I've worked way too hard for this. I worked hard and I'm done. But I feel like there's a lot of focus on why it's not moving forward. And it's because there's a lot of pushing happening. And of course somebody's going to if they're pushed. The Wheel of Fortune. Luck is turning in your favor. Luck is turning in your favor. And we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very independent person. She can be kind of biting. She can be chaotic. But she's smart. And she gets things done. And she gets them done in a way that is productive. Sometimes she can just be straight up mean. And then we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is, I feel like it's a deceiving in your mind, like you're deceiving yourself. A lot of people say that this is like theft, like deception. Somebody deceived you, lied to you, took your things. I feel like it's almost an energy that you have within yourself. Because swords, it's knowledge. They're thoughts. Libras, air signs are the swords that cut through the bullshit. So you got to take that sword because there's luck. There's luck on your side. There's the end of a cycle. The wheel is turning. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, but you're deceiving yourself. We have like the Knight of Wands here on your side. The Knight of Wands and the Seven of Swords. They're running away from this situation. It's like you're scared to care about it. You're scared to stay in it. But there could be, these are wishes. The Nine of Cups are wishes coming true. It's almost complete abundance. So this collaboration could bring a lot of happiness within yourself, within your, the people in your life, with these other very strong, dominant energies. And eventually, the tower is going to fall. The Chariot will begin moving. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is like delving into your past emotions and feeling again. There's not a lot of cups in here. We have the Four of Cups, which is refusing an offer. We have the Eight of Cups. So we jumped from a 4 to an 8. The Eight of Cups is walking away from things that no longer serve you and looking at your life, going on a journey in a different light. And then we have the Nine of Cups. But after refusing this offer and looking at those emotions, this is what has to happen before the Eight of Cups comes in and you find a new path. You have to look back into the future. I said look back into the future. Oh my. You have to look back into the past to see your future, to be able to go on this journey and walk away. You have to be able to, work on those emotions and heal, and it's going to happen because we have the Tower energy and we have the Chariot energy. So I really feel like, Libras, my dears, you are dealing with a lot of fire and a lot of earth here. There's a Queen of Wands in here as well. If you may be taking on some of the Queen of Wands energy, but I don't feel like that's, I don't know. She's kind of looking away from this fire and this air over here, and she's looking towards the King of Pentacles side. So there may be a person in the middle that's stopping this. See, I've got her actually, that's really funny. I just put her right on the pushing of the Eight of Wands, that like this earth sign feels like he's being pushed. And then I put the Queen of Wands right on top. So maybe that's what's stopping this Eight of Wands energy. Maybe that's why the King of Pentacles isn't feeling the love. Because he's like, you guys, come on. I love it though. I just, the advice I really want to give you, I'm kind of giving it to myself as well, because I can see circumstances in my life happening right here in this spread. There is a completion happening with you, with Libra specifically. There is the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. There are people in your life that you depend on, that you feel not a power struggle, but a collaboration with. And if you run away, if you feel deceived by your own self, if you sit within those thoughts and run away from the situation, how is that beneficial to this very spiritual journey that you guys are embarking on? Right? Totally rational. How is that beneficial? Just don't do it. Total Libra thing to say, right? Be realistic. How is that realistic? But I like it, man. I do. I'm glad that kind of brought some insight, some enlightenment to myself. So step by step, help this person work through this very emotional, very fiery, very burdening situation. Make them, help them take the next step. Be patient and help them take the next step as the Fool during this Libra time. Try and bring balance to the situation, because that's what you guys do. Be realistic. Be rational. Don't run away. Why do that? When obviously there's so much going on here that could be good. It'll happen. It'll happen. So I hope you guys have a great birthday season. I will probably do the love readings as well. Might be when I get back home next week. So, awesome. Have a great birthday season. I'll see you guys later.